everyone, it's Mary. Today I'm coming at you with a currently reading / what I intend to read in the immediate future. Sort of, because I'm never good at TBRs and never stick to them. This month I won't be posting a May wrap-up just because I haven't been reading a lot in May. I just read 2 books. And in June, I'm not reading that much in June either, so I just thought I would combine the 2 wrap-ups once June is over. And in the meantime, I just wanted to reflect a little bit upon my channel, because I've been thinking about how I made use of my channel in these past years. I started this channel in 2014, which is such a long time ago, and I have never been consistent. I've never engaged with basically anyone. I just never comment on other people's video. I do watch BookTube, but I'm not even subscribed to that many people, so I don't know what I'm doing basically on BookTube. And I thought, I do have a platform, I do have, people that are subscribed to my channel that apparently do not engage a lot with me, but still they are there. And how can I do something? How can I be better in this? How can I make a better use of my channel, even in a grander sort of scheme? I am a pretty vocal person in real life, and I don't think that comes across in my channel. I've always thought my channel is gonna be about books, just trying and fit into this bigger community and do what everybody else is doing, sort of. And people they are subscribed to me because they want to hear me talk about books. But what are books without ideas? And I always had such, strong ideas, and I was very passionate about them. And it's just pointless to present to you the books that I'm reading, that I intend to read, that I'm reviewing even, without giving you maybe a bigger context, without you knowing who I am as a person, sort of. Especially in light of recent events, what has been happening in the US is awful. And I'm sitting here thinking, I'm not a racist. I am an anti-racist. How can I do better? And it's just so lame to think about, because of course we can do better, we can always do better. And I've been sitting on my ass for years now, because I used to be vocal again about my views and about social justice, and I used to go to protests. I used to be active, and then my excuse is that I grew up, I've become an adult, I have so many things to think about, I have a child to raise, which is true but also not. It's just an excuse, because the reason why I stopped protesting, why I stopped being the one that was the pain in the ass in the arguments, because I can, because I'm white, because I have a privilege. That's the only reason why I could stop. Black people don't have this privilege. They can't walk away from conversations. They just can't. Racism follows them everywhere, and it's just not fair. And I'm here on the internet being all global and international, but at the end of the day, I'm Italian, and so what I can really do is just look at the people that are around me and start from there. Because it's great to be part of a bigger conversation. It's great to be here on BookTube, but actually I don't know how many people are gonna watch this video. Maybe 10 people that maybe agree with me, and they're like, oh yeah, that's a good point. But what I want to do is to reach out to people that are here in Italy, because racism is everywhere, but it's very different. It's perceived differently based on the country you're in, especially in a small country like Italy, in which there is not a lot of diversity. So we have even, I think, a bigger privilege to not even recognize that there is this diversity. I especially live in a very small town with not a lot of people, and people don't think that this affects us at all, which is horrible. Even on BookTube, as I said, I haven't been that great with interactions, and I was noticing, a lot of Black booktubers that I never even came across. They don't even show up on my feed, on YouTube. But I'm not trying to blame YouTube for that, because you create your own algorithm, so it's just like a vicious circle. Circle? I don't know, but it's just it's stupid. We need to correct that. And also the fact that I've been reading, you know, great books by Black authors in the past few months, especially, but that were recommended by white people. And you know, I feel like we're like a bunch of white people talking about how this book is great, but then I'm not seeing a Black person having their say on that, and it's just much more interesting, and it makes much more sense, which is just absurd, and I don't want that to happen. So yeah, I've just been watching a lot of videos that I'm gonna leave links down below because I think they were very useful and very eye-opening. And yeah, so books that I've been reading, I have been reading for the longest time ever the Crazy Rich Asians series. I really enjoyed the first one, and the second one it dragged a lot, and I finished that. I'm not gonna talk about that, because I'm gonna talk about that in my wrap-up, but I'm really debating whether to get on with the series and just get it off me, because this is the third one, and it is rich people problems, and I don't know whether to continue, because I've been so good at DNFing books, but then I'm like thinking, well, this is a series, I want to go on and read it, but the second one was, I didn't like it, I didn't enjoy it, and I don't know about the third one. I don't know. Did you guys read this one? What do you think? Should I go on and read it? The second one was not good. The first one, yes, I'm probably gonna keep the first one. I'm gonna get rid of the second. So what point? Yeah, what am I even asking? I should not read this one, basically. And then I started the Collected Schizophrenias by Esme Wei-Jun Wang, and these are essays, nonfiction essays about schizophrenia, and I've just seen a lot of people talk about this book, and it's just something that really fascinates me. I've always been very interested in these sort of things that involve, you know, mental health in general, since I was very young, but I haven't been reading a lot of nonfiction about it, so I thought it was about time to pick this one up. And it was actually for the Curious Adventure challenge, which I'm not following at all. I lost all the structure that I tried to give myself. But this one it seems interesting. I just read, you know, a couple of pages, well, 40 pages, but I'm still not into it enough to have, you know, to have formed an opinion. I also have been reading this book about vaccines, which I don't feel like it's translated in any language. This is in Spanish, the original Spanish, by Carlos Gonzalez, and he is a pediatrician. I talked about him a lot of times on my channel. I think I read every one of his books but one, so I really like him as a person, and he's very prepared as a pediatrician, and this is about vaccines and why they're useful, and this is very dense, and I'm sort of thinking about reading this, you know, in a very long period of time. So I don't, you know, I'm not in a rush to finish this one, but I still think that is a good book to have on the background, I would say, especially given the time period. I feel like it's sort of relevant. But yeah, this one, my sister and I had chosen the book for it's not really a book club, it's just, I would say, buddy reads that we started doing this year with my sister that lives in Scotland right now. She's been living there for 2 years. Yeah, this is just sort of a background information, but we decided to read The Nickel Boys by Colson Whitehead. I think I talked about this in my book haul, but I'm not sure because I had the second part of my book haul that I never uploaded, and I'm probably never gonna upload that. So yeah, this is a novel set in the 60s in Florida, and it's based off of sort of true events of this academy, which is a reform school, but has sort of a dark twist to it, and it's, you know, boys there get I don't know if they get murdered or it's just hinted at the fact that they disappear at some point. So something really horrible is happening, and it's based off of true events. And I really wanted to get to Colson Whitehead because I've heard so many good things about the Underground Railroad, which I don't know what, for some reason that didn't click when I was, looking at reviews and stuff. But this one seems like it's gonna be amazing, and if I enjoy this one, I'm 100% gonna check out the Underground Railroad as well. So I'm reading this one in the immediate future, and I was thinking again about the whole situation in Italy, and I thought, aside from the fact that I don't read a lot of Italian fiction, or even non-fiction for the matter, I found this short story collection, which is not translated, that is Future, the tomorrow told by today's voices. I don't know, I'm so bad at translating on the spot, but yeah, this is curated by Ijaba Shego. She's an Afro-Italian writer that I never heard of and I never read, but this actually seems like I just started this yesterday night, just reading the introduction and stuff, and these has some short stories, I would say, from different authors, all women and all Afro-Italian, and it's just, this seems so interesting, bits and pieces of their work, which if I enjoy, then I can go and check out more from from that author. And it's just, this talks about their experience as Black women in Italy, which is the thing that is more close to home, I would say. And so I cannot wait actually to dive into this one. And I'm just sad that it's not translated and I cannot really speak about it on the channel, but who cares, because I can speak about this in my own country with the people that I know, that I can physically hand this book to them, which is something that I never can do with the other books, because nobody here around me reads what I read, basically, and I can shove this one into their hands. So that's gonna be useful as well. I hope I'm gonna enjoy this one, and I hope I'm gonna find some new to me authors that I can check out after this. And yeah, for now, that's it. I know it's not a lot of books, but I don't wanna, again, do a TBR that I'm just not gonna stick to. I feel like this video was a little bit all over the place, but I hope you enjoyed. If you're watching this, I hope it was useful to maybe other people. But yeah, we can always chat in the comments, and I'm open to discussion, and I probably should do a little bit, I should engage a little bit more. And yeah. I'll talk to you in my next video. Bye!